All right. It looks like we are live. We are live, brother. What is going on,
What's
Kenny?
going on? Thank you for having me, dude.
Oh man, Kenny, thank you for coming for the studio, dude. What can I say, man? It's been a great night. We've been here for a while now. We don't know how these things get started, and I remember hitting you up last night and just kind of wondering what you was up to, and if you would come by in the studio and just create some. I don't know how long we've been here. We've been here for a while, and we knocked down a bottle of wine and couple of remnants of some others, and just kind of connected with God and Earth, right? And I just want to thank you for being here, Kenny. Kenny is. Let me edify my man right quick. Right, I met Kenny not too long ago. Kenny is, as you can see behind him, he's quite the artist. He's got a way to express himself that really called out to me. And I hit him up on Instagram, and through many things and many conversations later, we found that we got many layers to this relationship that we're building. We got a lot of things in common. So just want to thank you, Kenny. You're an amazing artist. And for the little bit I know you, you're an amazing person. I'd like to get to know you. And I think maybe, our audience and definitely your audience more than anybody else for this conversation would like to get, you know, let's be real. I probably bleep this out, but who the fuck is Kenny? Let's talk about that, right?
I First of all, I want to thank the orchestrator for sending this very moment in time that I could have this conversation with you and have this experience with you. I've had an amazing time just creating with you and talking to you. So thank you, Andy, for passing out the vibrations and the light and the love that you have to offer. Is very well needed. I feel like at this point in my life, I just want as much to my soul as possible. I'm just choosing to live a more graceful life at this point.
Well, you're welcome, brother. I'm super happy
Thank
that you're here. I'm super dope. And, I've got to experience new things to you. I've been creative in a way that I've haven't been in a while. So I thank you for that. And before we really get into the deep of this whole thing, man, I guess let's ask the cliche questions. How long you been an artist?
I feel like as soon as I got out the womb, to be honest with you, came out just wanting to experience something and got taught something else. And sometimes that something else was very difficult. It was um, it was tough, painful in a lot of ways, but I'm choosing to see a way that's more in tune with how God would want to see me, is with full of love inside and out. So I want to radiate that to every human being on this planet. At this point in my life, I just want to radiate something that's real and vulnerable. And forgiveness was the main component, like looking at myself in the mirror and being able to say, hey, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for this experience, Father. And I just want to live out life as God has intended.
So earlier you asked me how long I've been a photographer, and it was kind of tough for me to think about that. I'm gonna ask you the same thing. How long have you been calling yourself an artist? That's not the same thing to say how long you've been creating art.
When I solidified and put armor in front of myself was back in 2012. I created a moniker, something that I would kind of live by to just be able to defend myself. At that time, I didn't have Christ, or I didn't have like father figure or nothing like that. So I created this moniker, which was Ego and Cloud Kent, and I wanted to live out this life of ignorance and just not, it wasn't real at that time that I felt. But it created the armor that I needed, and now I just have it shined up where I'm learning, taking accountability and things that I've done in my life, and I just want to be closer to God. And also, I'm in the stage where I just want to have fun. I want to be playful, and I want to just pass out a different love vibration that we probably haven't seen in a very long time.
And you think that with your new found feeling that will begin to show within your art, or maybe it's already doing that.
I think so because if I can change, everybody can change. We all have the capability to learn from others, forgive others, and love others. It's truly freeing. It's gonna fix who you are as a human being. Um, I'm seeing a lot of benefits from just life in general. I went from a life not feeling worthy and not wanting to be alive to now wanting to be alive and just to be playful with the father, with God, the mother, father, everything. Like I just want to express myself as vulnerable as possible, and I want to have fun doing it. And it's coming with, and it comes with enhanced everything, just enhancement in life. It just becomes funner in all senses. Like it feels really good, dude.
Well, I believe, I really do believe that every single human being alive ever, I think that we're all artists in a certain way. Now, that being said, I don't think that all of us are either given the opportunity or we didn't take the chance to become that very expressive or influential artist that we could have become. Now, moving forward from that, I think that just looking at the art pieces right behind you, man, you found a way to express yourself that a lot of people really admire. I see it, man. I see it when I post a photo that I took of you together, whether it was you hanging out here that one time with Donnie. Shout out to Donnie, Papa Art, love that dude.
Love you.
You know what I mean? But I'd seen you guys create together, seeing you come here to the studio that one prior time, seeing your art, me posting those photos, dude, it was evident that the art that you're creating is resonating deeply with your audience. There was full engagement. There was lots of love, genuine comments like, oh, what's up, Kenny? Good job. Love you. All these amazing things, man. And kind of made me wonder how that makes you feel, knowing that the art that you're creating that has been created through pain, suffering, love, mixture of all of that stuff. It's really hitting levels with people in the sense that maybe you never thought it was possible. And how does that make you feel?
Truly, it makes me feel like that I'm in love. Listen, I did not know what love was. It was the wrong concept of love, man. Love difficult, and unfortunately, it has been difficult for so long in this world. I feel like what I'm feeling from God is something from within. It's just visually quite a story. I look at myself and look at what I've been through. I could easily not forgive others, but this is the ultimate way of freedom is to forgive others for what they have done to you because they didn't know any better. So you have to look at them like a child themselves,
Correct.
like a mother or father would look to their child. And so what has helped me tremendously is just to live life through a different lens, just like a camera with a new upgraded lens. I just want to know things from a pure perspective, like a dove. I want to be as pure as a child. And it's been very difficult. It's been a very difficult role. And I'm glad. I'm great. I'm grateful. So another gift from God is grace, saying thank you instead of complaining of whatever I'm going through. I'm choosing to thank the Father, or thank the Mother, source of all creation. Thank you for this experience. It's been a great privilege. And as long as you're putting air in my lungs, blood to my heart, please just allow me to learn. That's all I want to do. And I want to play with you. I want to have fun with you. And let's make it a playful journey because I want to learn, but also be joyful. I want to have peace. And I'm feeling that in my life.
And that's quite different, like we were speaking about earlier. I think we both grew up a very strict religious mindset, right?
Yeah.
And as an adult, at least for me, man, some of those things just needed a little bit of clarification, right? And I think as I gotten older and been through some stuff, that the idea of something greater than myself, something that has created this world, this experience, has it in for me that it wants me to be happy and wants me to experience what true love is. And as an artist, man, it just took me forever just to even say that, right?
Yeah.
Like how long did it take you to say I'm an artist, right? Without being egotistic about it, right? And now I don't fight with my ego. For a long time, I shunned it out and I wanted it out of my house. But recently, the past few years, I just kind of invited over for tea, and let's talk about what's going on. How can we help each other? And I look at your art, dude. I know you've had a recent change of mindset, right? We're talking about your inner child and your new moniker or your original, right? Kenny, right? I mean, Cloud Can, like we were talking about, has served you.
Yeah,
And
it was armor. A, it was an armor that was too hard. It was. It needed just to be shined a little, and that's what's happening right now. It's being shined, and I appreciate it. That shine feels very good. It's warm. It's ticklish. I just want to be shined up a little bit more. I ask for these blessings. I want to continue to paint things that are joyous and not so much more chaotic. But I understand with light comes great darkness, and it makes the story cooler.
that's right. Somebody said that the beauty, what is it? Somebody said that contrast is beauty is the mother of all beauty, right? And I'm laughing right now because obviously I told you that. I think I kind of came up with that. But to me, honestly, man, looking at your art, looking at the story that you've told me so far, and thank you again for opening up. Evident as I look around here, some of the art's not being shown on screen, but you've captured a way to be able to really pour what's inside your heart onto canvases or wood, like you did in front of me when I took those photos, you know. And how has it helped you to become this artist that you are now? You know, this whether you want to admit it or not, Cloud Ken is part of who you are, right? And Kenny is always has been and always will be. But Cloud Ken has carried your emotions out into the world. Now that you're wanting to live a different life, how would you go forward with Cloud Ken? What's that plan look like?
Just a realignment. I feel like I was very much so in this painting, for example, very much so in the bottom part of this pit of soul, of light. I was dimmed. I was very dim. And then as I started to learn more about God and Christ's loving towards one another and God, my fire started to pick up a little bit more. And so this is a representation of my fire coming out of the heart, the corazon. And then when they opened me up with heart surgery, they said that I wasn't supposed to live after 7 years old. And they said that when they opened me up, my heart was full of scars, scar tissue everywhere. And I find that fascinating from a painter's perspective. Like, who would want to draw a perfect heart? It's
Right.
boring. Just draw a chaotic heart. There's more story in there. Let's have fun with it, though. Let's get to know it, because we know that God is real love,
Facts.
and that brings me great joy.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing, Kenny. It's been such a great pleasure having you here. You asked me a question earlier that it made me think, and I think I'm going to use it for you. What's your next big thing? What are you working on? What's that exciting thing that's got you thinking about it day and night?
Right now, I'm working on just building my being more vulnerable with God, and within being more vulnerable with God, I'm just radiating with a different presence of blessings, and I could feel it coming out of me, like within my paintings or my music taste or interactions, like with being you right now. The veil is unleashed. This mask is bullshit. Let's have a human conversation. If love is the root of all things, let's love one another like God has.
And dude, let me tell you something that in this moment in life where everything is AI powered, it feels amazing to have a human connection. Like we spent the last, I don't know, 5, 6 hours together.
It's nourishing.
You know, you've met my wife. You came into practically my home, right? My studio's at my house, so it feels important that I don't want to just have anybody here for the sake of creating content, right? So I thank you for coming over, man. I thank you for
Thank you for having me, bro.
I thank you for opening up. I feel privileged into a very inner look to where maybe you know, not a lot of people have the option to sit here and share this amount of time and personal experiences with you. You're an amazing person, bro, and I thank you for who you are.
I'm grateful for you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I look forward to
More projects together.
for sure,
Let's
man.
make a film.
Yeah, we got. Dude, we were talking about that earlier. You know, I mean, they'll knock it out of the park. You know
Let's
what I'm
create.
saying?
Yeah, I'm
You
down.
know,
I love your energy. Thank you for having me. Your family's been very warmth to me. I love
sure,
you.
man.
I love you.
Yeah, and now we're at the very end, and man, do a shameless plug, man. Tell people where to find you. It was your socials, all of
My
that
name
stuff.
is Cloud Kent. You guys can find me Cloud Kent on all platforms. Please just get to know me. You guys can message me. Yeah, I want you to know that I love you. God loves you, full of love within and out. No matter what you did in the past, stop worrying about the future. Focus on the now. Life is truly beautiful, and we need to start learning how to love one another. Like God has loved you as patiently.
It's beautiful, my brother. Thank you, man. And with that, we're saying good night and take it easy, my brother.